All right, it is exactly 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. My name is Amy Peterson. I'm a founder 2000 with Epic Trading and EE Legacies. So I want to say thank you for joining me today for our roundtable. And I want to say I apologize for yesterday. We were having a lot of Zoom issues all the way across the board, not just our team, but corporate and actually nationwide. Zoom actually went down in a lot of places. So really want to apologize for that. With the technical difficulties, there's only so much we can do. But thank you guys for hanging in there and coming in today. So today's roundtable, we're going to talk about blocks, like roadblocks that we hit as entrepreneurs, as business owners, right? We start out with the I really want, but in the back of our heads, we're saying, but and those things can add up to, but I don't have time, but I don't have money, but I don't have patience, but I don't have this, but I don't have that. There's a whole lot of buts that we can come up with, but you know what? Everybody's got one, okay? And you guys know what I mean on this. So if you really want something, you have to change that want into a need. And we're going to talk about how we can do different things. And so this is the roundtable for EE Legacies. It is 12/2 of 2020. We are in the last final level of Jumanji, we hope. And I just want to say, that you guys have hung out through so many things this year. You should be extremely proud of yourselves. And when you first came into the business, you had an intention, right? You started out with intent. You really need, okay? That need could have been a financial change. You really need to have something stable for your family. You really need to learn a new approach to how to do things. You really need to learn new skills. There was a whole lot of needs in that intent. So when you decided to join Epic Trading or any other company, there was an intention behind it, right? And when you joined, you were super motivated. You were so excited. This was something you were just gonna blast out to everybody, right? You already made your list. You already knew who you're gonna reach out to. You were just so excited. There was training that was gonna happen here. You're gonna change your financial future. Oh my God, it was great. You had the determination that nothing would stop you. Absolutely nothing. Nothing was going to stop you, and I've talked to a lot of you, and I've talked to current and former business partners, and it was, oh, I'm not going to let anything get me down. This is my time. And it was great, but then they got distracted because that intention was put off to the side, or maybe they had somebody in their ear, right? Sitting there going, are you sure it's not a scam? Are you sure you can really do this? You have 3 kids and a full-time job. How can you do something like this? You don't have time for this. Or they listen to that nagging little voice of their own inside their head, right? That's what happens. And we get distracted by those things, and they do create massive, massive mountains that we have to actually mentally climb over, go around, dig through, whatever it might be. But if it's something that you really need, if it's a change you need in your life, you're absolutely going to go around, through, or over those distractions. So how do you get past the roadblocks? How do you actually get past these? It's a mental game, guys. That's all it is. It is mental, all right? Listen, consistent efforts are going to fuel progress, okay? Meaning, if you're not doing something every single day, you're not going to go anywhere. Even if it's only for an hour a day. An hour a day. Guys, when I first got into any type of business, okay? Any type of business. When I first got into it, I was a single mom of 3 kids, and I had just been diagnosed with cancer. Think about that. I had a lot on my plate, right? I lost my job because of it. Not because of the business, but because I was sick. So now I had a huge weight on my shoulders of how I was going to house and feed my kids. When you are pressed up against the wall, you are going to fight. And every single punch, every single kick, every single push is going to get you further and further off that wall. So you have to make consistent efforts to fuel your progress forward. And if you just stay there, you're just going to let life keep hitting you. That's the bottom line. And in the round table, you guys know this is like a locker room, right? We are going to be straight out honest with you. You have to make consistent efforts to fuel your progress. You can't listen to those little voices. And what you do daily is going to change you, and it's going to lead you. Are you doing mindset training? We have mindset training every week. Are you on it? Are you feeding your brain every day? 10 minutes, guys. 10 minutes, 30 minutes, however long you're in the bathroom. Take a book, take your tablet, take your phone, download, Eric Worre, download Danny Johnson, download somebody, and get your mindset right. And the reason why I say take it in the bathroom, because guess what, guys? That's like what 98% of people do when they're in the bathroom. They're either playing games on their phone, which is not feeding your brain. It's rotting it. Hate to say it. Or they're reading a book, a magazine, a newspaper. Instead of worrying about daily things going on that you have absolutely no control over, instead of worrying about what Kim Kardashian's doing, instead of worrying about what the newest Nicki Minaj song is, guys, feed your brain, get your mind right, reprogram you first, because you're never going to get over a roadblock. You're never going to get around a roadblock. You're never going to get through the roadblock if you don't take action. And you don't think, what can I do to think maybe outside of the box? What haven't I tried to do? So in order to figure out how to rewire yourself, you need to read or listen to mentors and coaches who can help you do that. Schedule your day to the hour. If you do not have a schedule book, guys, go get one. Go get a schedule book. All right, to the hour. I can actually tell you right now, I have a planner that I absolutely and positively love, and it's on Amazon, and it goes through so many different things that I absolutely love. It's called the Clever Fox Planner. Clever Fox Planner, and I use the Clever Fox Planner Pro. And it brings you through awareness and self-discovery. What's the vision for the life I want? What are your core values? What are you passionate about? What brings you life? What's your life purpose? What's your mission? What or who should you avoid in order to live a happier and more fulfilling life? Wait, what? What? Yeah, guys, keep listening. What things daily, okay, are you grateful for? What daily affirmations, okay, that's part of that mindset training, do you go through? I know one of my daily affirmations is I can achieve all things through Christ, because I am Christian. So what kind of affirmations do you tell yourself? Do you look in the mirror at yourself with and say, this is what I need to believe? This is what you need to believe. And then things you need to remind yourself, okay? Like one of the things that I have to remind myself is that I am worthy of great things, including happiness, love, and success. We have to remind ourselves that we are worthy of that, okay? How many times do we sit there and go, oh, I don't deserve that? No, you know what? You deserve the world. And as soon as you realize that, things start changing for you. It has a vision board in it. It has goals in it. Where do you want to be? What do you want your life to be like in a year, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, through finances, personal development, fun and recreation, spiritual, family and friends, romance and relationships, business, career, health and wellness? How old are you going to be? Like, it runs you through, okay? And then it has a calendar. It has your calendar where you can plug in everything for the day, what the monthly goals are, things you're going to do to make the month great. One thing you always wanted to do it every month. Do something every single month. What? Why? Because you can. Then you can do a monthly review. What tasks haven't you accomplished? Why haven't you accomplished those? And then it's got the daily breakdown per hour. Per hour. So, put 30 minutes in there for mindset training. But I will tell you this right now, when you schedule your day to the hour, this is what I want you to do, because a lot of you do work full-time jobs, okay? So what I want you to do is put your job in there. Put your job in there, put your work hours, okay? Schedule that out. And then go ahead and schedule in your family time. Do you have a family? All right, well, schedule in some time with them. What's your daily routine with them? You eat dinner from 6 to 7. Okay, great. You're cooking from 5:30 to 6. Okay, so from 5:30 to 7, you're doing that. Then you do an hour of homework. Okay, great. Guys, we all have the exact same time in a day. We all have 24 hours. Not one of us has a minute, a second, an hour more than the other. Okay, we all have the same time. It's all in how you schedule it. You will find the time to work your business. You will find the time. All you have to do is just schedule your day and stick to the schedule. And then give yourself permission to fail a time or 20. What? Yes. Guess what? The path to success is lined with failure. Why? Because people failed forward. They failed. They learned from their mistake. They came up with not an entirely new plan, but they thought outside the box and a new way to do some stuff, and they mastered it and went forward. We fail forward, so give yourself permission to do that. Don't beat yourself up. But what I will tell you right now is that if you fail forward and you stay on your face to the ground, that's failure. You're not getting back up. You were not meant to lay on the ground and do nothing. That happens when we can no longer breathe. That happens when our time is done. And even then, we're not on our face. Our face is to the sky. So give yourself permission to fail, but get up. Get up and keep going. And for the love of all God, stay plugged in. Stay plugged in. I cannot tell you enough how important it is for you to stay plugged in. And the reason being is things like this will help guide you. Things like this will help motivate you. There's new training. There's a whole lot of new. And if you're not plugged in, how are you going to know anything that's going on? You're going to jump into a chat and go, oh, I missed the last month. What do I do? You didn't stay plugged in. And what happens if you don't plug in any of your lights in the house and you go to turn a light switch on? It stays dark. So you want to make sure that you are staying plugged in. Another thing you want to do is you want to tune out the negative. Tune out the negative. There is so much negativity in the world today. So much. And you know what it will do for your business? It will destroy it. It will destroy it. It will literally devour you if you let it. That's what negativity does to you. It will literally just devour you. It'll get into your unconscious thoughts, and next thing you know, you're dreaming about everything that's going on in the world, and you are not sitting there going to sleep with a vision of your success and waking up on a mission. Instead, you wake up and you're like, ugh, I hate this year. I hate what's going on. You wake up negative because it's devoured your mind. So tune out the negative. Do your mindset training. Feed your brain positivity, okay? Give yourself 10, 15 minutes a day and literally just go breathe, all right? Nice, deep, cleansing breath. Over and over for 10 minutes. I guarantee that your endorphins will kick in. You'll start feeling better, okay? But just tune out the negative, guys. Stay in contact with your coach, sponsor, upline, whoever it might be. Stay in touch with them. When you guys go silent, most of us who are your sponsors and coaches and mentors and accountability partners, we wonder what's going on. So we're going to reach out. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. I just don't know if I'm really into it. See what happens when you go silent? That's what happens when you go silent. Like it's almost always gonna happen. Okay? Because you're not in touch with the person who's gonna help keep you motivated, who's gonna help you through the roadblocks. So stay in contact with them. Stay in contact with them. When you have bad feelings, when you have negativity come into your life, anything like that, reach out to them. But again, I will tell you this right now, do not get embroiled into drama and BS. All right. We as mentors and coaches, we want to see you succeed. And if it's one of the things that we've learned is to tune out the negative, to tune out the drama, to tune out the BS. We don't let it in our circle, period. And when you come at us and you're just like, oh, so today my sister-in-law decided that she was going to go into my refrigerator. Dude, what? Does it matter? What is it doing for you and you moving forward? What? Don't sweat the small stuff. Don't put too much emphasis on that. All right. Or, the other things, oh my gosh, did you hear that Becky did this? I don't give a dang about Becky. So you want to make sure you tune out the negative and stay in contact with your coach. But remember, keep it focused, guys. If your focus is locked in on that next level, you won't have time to talk about Becky or your sister-in-law in the refrigerator. I'm just letting you know that. And always update your goals. Why do I say this? Because whether we realize it or not, when we're failing forward and we're moving forward and we're doing this, we're most likely hitting goals. And we want to hit those goals and we want to update them as we go on. Always, always, always aim past your goal. So make sure your goals are updated. And your circle is going to shape your belief. Seriously, guys, look at who you spend time together with. Look at the people you spend time with consistently. Are they like-minded? Are they open-minded? Are they supportive? Are they business-oriented? Because I will absolutely tell you right now that if your circle, now I'm not saying all your friends, okay? You're going to have some friends who are not in business and all that other stuff. That's great, okay? But your circle is going to be part of what keeps your belief strong, okay? They should be like-minded to you in entrepreneurship and business ownership. They should be open-minded. They should be very supportive and, of course, business-orientated as well. My circle, I can honestly say, is extremely, extremely strong. For those of you who don't know who they are, they're the Founders Council of Evolution. I consider them my family, my support system. We may not always agree on things, but that's absolutely fine. We all have mutual respect for each other no matter what. Dwayne Macklin, Patrice Abels-Vance, Gail Woods-Briggs. I love them like my family. And of course, our founder is in there too. So what does your circle look like? And think about who should be in that circle. Again, you can always have friends and acquaintances, but who is your true circle? Who's your tribe? Think about that. And finally, guys, believe in yourself. I can't tell you enough about belief in yourself. For those of you who are parents, okay, and I really want you to take this to heart. For those of you who are parents, when our child comes up to us and says, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a nurse, I want to be a ballerina, I want to be a princess. Do we sit there and tell them, you can't do that? No, we don't. We tell them, sweetheart, you can be anything you want to be. All you have to do is believe in yourself, and I believe in you. How about you have that talk with yourself in the mirror every day? How about you take your own advice and look at yourself in the eyes and say, you can be anything you want to be as long as you believe in you, and I believe in you. You deserve the world. So go out and get it. So I'm telling you guys right now, believe in you. Get out there. Get over those mountains. Stay consistent. Make your schedule. Have a strong circle. And believe in you. That's it for the roundtable today, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. If you have any questions, you're more than welcome to message me throughout the day. I am on Telegram and on Facebook. So take care, guys. Love y'all, and definitely be on for the orientation that will be going on later on today. Have an amazing day, everybody.